Welcome back to English SpekNest.
Where we talk about life in real English with real emotions.
Okay, before we dive in, Olivia, I have to ask, and please be honest with me, what time did you wake up this morning?
Oh no, Ethan, why would you do this to me on air?
Well, because I'm your co-host, and that's my job.
Okay, fine. 7:42. But in my defense, I went to bed at 1 a.m. editing the last episode.
See, that's a valid excuse. I'll allow it.
What about you, Mr. Discipline?
5:15. But, and this is important, I want everyone listening to know, 2 years ago, I was waking up at 11 a.m., drinking energy drinks for breakfast, and feeling like a complete failure by 3 p.m. every single day.
Wait, seriously? You? Mr. Green Smoothie?
Mr. Green Smoothie didn't exist back then, Liv. That guy was on his third cup of coffee, just trying to remember his own name.
Okay, this is going to be such a good conversation. Guys, grab your coffee, your tea, your water, whatever you're sipping on. Get comfortable. Because today, we're peeling back the curtain on something that sounds so simple, but changes everything.
Your morning routine.
Okay, Ethan, let me start with this. There are literally millions of videos about morning routines. Why do you think most people still fail at them?
That's a really good question. I think the biggest lie we've been told is that a morning routine is about productivity.
Wait, it's not?
No, it's about identity.
Identity. Okay, unpack that for me.
Think about it like this. When you wake up at 5 a.m. and immediately do something hard, let's say drink a glass of water, make your bed, and go for a walk, you're not just being productive. You're telling your brain, I am the kind of person who keeps promises to myself.
Oh, wow.
And that single message, repeated every morning, rewires who you believe you are.
That's so deep. Because I feel like when I break my morning routine, I don't just feel lazy. I feel like I let myself down.
Exactly. That feeling has a name. Psychologists call it self-concept erosion. Every time you say you'll do something and don't, a small piece of your self-trust crumbles.
And every time you do follow through?
You build it back, brick by brick.
Okay. I really want you to tell our listeners what happened to you. The version of Ethan that woke up at 11 a.m., what was going on in your life?
Yeah, okay. I haven't really talked about this on the podcast before, but 2 years ago, I was working a job I hated. I was about 30 pounds heavier than I am now. I had this constant feeling, you know that feeling like you're behind in life and everyone else figured it out except you?
Oh, I know that feeling well.
And the worst part wasn't even the job or the weight. It was that I'd wake up already exhausted. Like before the day even started, I had lost. What was the turning point? I was honestly kind of stupid.
The best turning points usually are.
I was at a coffee shop. It was like 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, and I overheard this older guy, must have been in his 60s, telling his friend, "You know what I regret most? Not the things I did. The mornings I wasted."
Oh my God.
And something just cracked open in me because I realized I was already living that regret. At 28.
Ethan, that's so powerful.
I went home that night. I didn't make some big plan. I just set my alarm for 6 a.m. That was it. One alarm, one decision.
And the next morning?
Oh, I hit snooze 4 times and woke up at 7:30.
No!
Yes. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I tried again the next day and the next. And it took me almost 3 weeks before I consistently woke up at 6.
See, that's the part nobody talks about. People watch these morning routine videos and expect to be perfect on day 1.
Discipline isn't built in a day. It's built on the day you fail and show up anyway.
Okay, so let's get practical for a second. When you wake up, what are the actual first things you do? Like, walk me through it.
All right. So the first thing, and this sounds so small, but it's everything. I don't touch my phone.
For how long?
The first 60 minutes.
Ethan, that's borderline criminal.
I know, but hear me out. When you grab your phone the second you wake up, you're handing the steering wheel of your brain to algorithms, notifications, other people's emergencies, other people's opinions. You haven't even said good morning to yourself yet, and you're already reacting to the world.
Oh, that actually makes me really uncomfortable because that's exactly what I do.
Most people do. And that's why most people feel anxious before they even brush their teeth.
Okay, no phone for 60 minutes. What's next?
Water. A full glass. Sometimes 2. Your body's been dehydrated for 8 hours. Your brain is literally shrinking from dehydration when you wake up.
Wait, what?
Look it up. It's wild. Then, and this is the hard part, I make my bed.
The famous make your bed advice.
Liv, I used to roll my eyes at this too, but there's a reason that Navy SEAL Admiral William McRaven gave that speech and it went viral. When you make your bed, you've completed the first task of the day. You've already won something. And if everything else falls apart, you come home to a made bed, to a small victory.
That's beautiful, actually.
After that, movement. Doesn't have to be a workout. Could be a walk, stretching, yoga, push-ups. Just move.
Why is movement so important first thing?
Because motion changes emotion. When your body moves, your brain releases dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, the natural cocktail of happiness. You're chemically setting yourself up for a good day.
I love that. Motion changes emotion.
Then, and this is my favorite part, I sit in silence for 10 minutes.
10 minutes of silence? No phone, no music, nothing?
Nothing. Just me, my breath, and my thoughts. Some people call it meditation. I just call it remembering who I am before the world tells me who to be.
Wow.
Because here's the thing, Liv. By 9 a.m., the world is going to ask things from you. Your boss, your family, your inbox, your social media. If you don't take 10 minutes for yourself first, you'll spend the whole day being someone else's version of you.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
Hey, real quick, if you're loving this conversation and it's hitting home for you, do me a favor. Pause for just 1 second.
If you're enjoying this conversation and want more English podcast episodes like this, don't forget to subscribe to English SpekNest and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode.
We pour our hearts into these conversations, and every subscriber means the world to us. Seriously, thank you.
All right, back to the good stuff.
Okay, Liv. Now I want to hear your story because you and I have very different mornings. And I know there was a time when waking up early felt impossible for you.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, it wasn't laziness. It was exhaustion. The kind of exhaustion that lives in your bones.
Tell them.
When my son was born, he's 6 now, I went through about 3 years where I didn't sleep more than 4 hours straight. And after that, even when he started sleeping through the night, I couldn't. I'd lay in bed until 10, 11 in the morning, just feeling empty.
That's so real.
And I would see all these morning routine videos and I'd just feel angry.
Like, you don't understand my life. I can't wake up at 5 a.m. and journal.
That's a totally valid feeling.
But then a friend told me something that changed it for me. She said, Olivia, your morning routine doesn't have to start at 5 a.m. It just has to start with intention.
What did she mean by that?
She meant it's not about the time. It's about the first 30 minutes after your eyes open, whether that's at 5 a.m. or 9 a.m. Those 30 minutes are sacred.
That's such a beautiful reframe.
And honestly, that gave me permission to start. Because I'd been waiting to be the kind of person who wakes up early, and meanwhile, I wasn't being any kind of person at all.
Okay, can we talk about the snooze button for a second?
Oh, the snooze button is the enemy.
Here's the thing nobody tells you. When you hit snooze, you're not getting extra rest. You're actually fragmenting your sleep. Your body starts a new sleep cycle, and then you wake up 9 minutes later in the middle of that cycle. That's why you feel groggier after snoozing than you would have if you just got up.
Wait, are you serious?
Dead serious. There's actually a name for it, sleep inertia, and it can last up to 4 hours.
4 hours?
4 hours of feeling foggy, slow, and unmotivated, all because of those extra 9 minutes.
Okay, this just ruined my entire life.
You're welcome.
So what's the trick? How do you actually get out of bed?
The 5-second rule. Mel Robbins talks about this. The moment your alarm goes off, you count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you move. You sit up, you put your feet on the floor, because if you give your brain more than 5 seconds, it will negotiate you back into bed.
That's so true. My brain is the best lawyer. It's like, Olivia, you deserve this. You've been working hard. Just 10 more minutes. Your brain is gaslighting you. It really is.
Okay, I want to get a little deeper for a minute. Is that okay?
Of course. Let's go.
I think the real reason morning routines matter has nothing to do with productivity or success or any of that. It's about being able to look at yourself in the mirror and like the person you see.
Yeah.
Because here's what I learned. When you wake up early, when you do hard things first, when you keep promises to yourself, you start to respect yourself. And self-respect is the foundation of everything. Your relationships, your work, your dreams, your peace.
I'm gonna cry.
When I was waking up at 11 a.m. hating my life, it wasn't because of the late hour. It was because every morning I was confirming a story I was telling myself. The story was, I am not someone who can be trusted. Not even by me.
Oh, Ethan.
And the morning routine, the small acts, they're not about the acts themselves. They're about rewriting that story. Every single day. One small action at a time.
That's honestly the most powerful thing I've ever heard on this podcast.
Okay, listeners, I want you to do something with us right now. Just take a breath.
Wherever you are, driving, walking, working out, in bed at midnight watching this, just pause and ask yourself this question.
What is the one small thing you could do tomorrow morning that future you would thank you for?
Not 10 things, not a perfect routine, just one.
Maybe it's drinking a glass of water before coffee. Maybe it's not checking your phone for 15 minutes. Maybe it's making your bed.
Whatever it is, that's where it starts. Not with motivation, not with January 1st, not with a new alarm clock, with one small promise.
And then keeping it.
Okay, but let's get real, because everyone falls off.
Oh, thank you. Because I was starting to feel like a failure.
You're not a failure. Listen, I had 3 months last year where I completely fell off my routine.
You did?
3 months. I was traveling, I was stressed, I was waking up at 9 a.m. scrolling Twitter.
Welcome to my world.
And the temptation in those moments is to give up entirely, to say, I failed, I'm not the morning routine person anymore. But here's the secret.
What?
Discipline isn't about never falling. It's about getting back up faster each time.
Getting back up faster?
The old me would fall off and stay off for a year. New me falls off and gets back on in 3 days. That's the win. That's the actual skill.
So it's not about being perfect?
It's about being consistent over time. There's a huge difference. Perfect people don't exist. Consistent people change the world.
Okay, you mentioned the science earlier. What's actually happening in our brain when we build a morning routine?
Oh, I love this question. So there's this thing called the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, focus, willpower. Studies show it's strongest in the morning, right after you wake up.
Really?
Yes. So when you do something hard first thing, like working out or writing or studying, you're using your peak brain power on it. Most people waste it on emails and TikTok.
Ouch.
There's also a study from the University of Toronto that found morning people, and they specifically define this as people who wake up before 7 a.m., reported significantly higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction than night owls.
Wait, really?
Yes, and it wasn't about getting more sleep. It was about feeling more in control of their day. That feeling of control, that's everything.
So mornings literally make us happier?
Mornings give us agency, and agency is the secret ingredient to happiness.
Ethan, if someone is listening right now and they have never had a morning routine in their life, what's the very first thing you tell them to do?
Honestly, make your bed.
That's it?
That's it. For 1 week. Don't change anything else. Just make your bed every single morning.
And that's gonna change my life?
It's gonna start changing your life. Because making your bed is a tiny act of self-respect. It's saying, I care enough about my space to make it nice for me. And once you start doing one small thing, you'll naturally start doing another and another.
It's like a domino effect.
That's exactly what it is. James Clear talks about this in his book Atomic Habits. He calls them keystone habits. Small habits that trigger a cascade of other good habits.
Oh, I love that book.
It's one of the best books on this topic. But the core idea is you don't change your life by changing everything. You change it by changing one thing consistently.
I have a question for you, and I want you to really sit with it.
Okay.
If your future self, like 10 years from now, could send you one message about your mornings, what do you think they'd say?
Whoa, that's a heavy question.
I know.
I think my future self would say, thank you for the mornings you got up when you didn't want to. Thank you for the days you made your bed when no one was watching. Thank you for the silence, for the water, for the walks. Because those mornings built me.
Yeah.
And I think for anyone listening, your future self is begging you, not for a perfect routine, not for hustle, but for one morning where you choose yourself.
Okay, this episode just hit different.
You know what's wild to me, Liv? If you hit snooze for 10 minutes every morning, do you know how many days of your life that adds up to over 40 years?
Oh no, please don't do this math to me.
It's about 101 days. 3 months of your life lost to snoozing.
Ethan! Stop! That is horrifying.
And that's just the snooze button. Imagine what we lose to scrolling, to overthinking, to I'll start tomorrow.
This is making me realize how much time I just give away.
We all do. But the magic is when you start taking even 30 minutes back each morning and you do it for a year, that's 182 hours.
almost 8 full days of intentional time.
What could someone do with 8 days?
Learn a language, write a book, get in the best shape of their life, become someone they didn't know they could be.
All from the morning.
All from the morning.
Okay, we've been so serious. Tell us a funny story. There's gotta be a morning routine fail you can share.
Oh, I have so many. Okay, picture this. About a year and a half ago, I'm deep into the morning routine thing. I decide I'm going to take a cold shower every morning.
Oh no.
I read all the studies. Boosts immunity, increases dopamine, builds discipline. I'm like, I'm gonna be a cold shower guy.
I see where this is going.
So day one, I turn the water on, ice cold. I step in. I scream, like scream, so loud that my downstairs neighbor, 80-year-old Mrs. Patterson, comes up and knocks on my door because she thought I was being murdered. I had to answer the door, dripping wet, in a towel, explaining to this sweet old lady that I was just building discipline.
Oh my God, Ethan!
Oh, she just looked at me and said, "Honey, at my age, getting up is discipline. You don't need the cold water."
I love Mrs. Patterson.
Best advice I ever got.
Can I share something that took me forever to learn?
Can I share something that took me forever to learn?
Please.
I used to think I needed to feel motivated to wake up early. I'd wait for that feeling, that rah-rah, let's go energy. And I'd wait, and it would never come.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I read something that changed everything. It said, motivation follows action, not the other way around.
That's huge.
You don't get motivated and then act. You act and then get motivated. The action comes first. The feeling comes second.
That's why people who wait to feel ready never start. You will never feel ready.
Never.
You just have to start. Cold, awkwardly, imperfectly, and the motivation catches up.
And honestly, that's the most freeing thing in the world.
Okay, as we start wrapping up, I want to leave everyone with one thought.
Take us home, Ethan.
Your morning routine isn't really about your morning. It's about who you're becoming. Every glass of water, every made bed, every minute of silence, every walk, every no to the snooze button is a vote. A vote for the person you're trying to become.
Yeah.
And one day, maybe 6 months from now, maybe a year, you'll wake up and you won't recognize the person you used to be. Not because you became someone new, but because you finally became someone real. The person who was always inside of you. The one waiting to be let out.
Ethan, that's beautiful.
And the door to that person opens at 5 a.m. or 7 a.m. or whenever your morning starts. The clock doesn't matter. The commitment does.
The commitment does. And if you're listening right now, and you've been trying and failing and trying and failing again, I just want to tell you something. Go on. It's not too late. It's never too late. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not a failure. You're just human. And humans need practice.
Tomorrow is another morning.
Tomorrow is always another morning. And all you have to do is set one alarm. Make one promise. Keep it once. Just once. And then again. And again.
That's how lives change. Not in big, dramatic moments. In small, quiet, repeated choices.
In the silence of the morning.
When no one is watching.
Okay, my friends. We've been with you for a while now. Thank you. Thank you for spending this time with us, for trusting us with your mornings, with your dreams, with your struggles.
Honestly, these episodes mean everything to us. We're not just two people in a studio. We're three. You're here too. Always.
And now we want to hear from you. What did you think about this conversation? What's the one part that hit you the most? Drop it in the comments below. Tell us, what's your morning routine? Or what do you want it to be?
We read every single comment. Every one.
And tell us about your morning routine fails too. Like Ethan's cold shower scream story.
Mrs. Patterson! Shout out to Mrs. Patterson!
If you got value from this episode, even one tiny thing, please do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Send it to the friend who always says, I wish I could wake up earlier.
Because someone's life might change because you shared this. That's the ripple effect of one small action, just like a morning routine.
This is English SpekNest, where we talk about life in real English with real emotions.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Olivia.
And we'll see you in the next one.